Hello once again everyone, this is Tobin Industrial, and once again we are doing a video, and obviously it's something different, it usually is, and today it is a Magellan RoadMate 1212 GPS system. This unit I picked up some time ago, and from my nephew. Basically it just quit. The battery, I'm 99% sure, is just totally dead and needs to be replaced. The battery is a 3.7 volt 1100 milliamp battery, Lithium Ion, and I don't have one. However, I did order some time ago a battery for a iPod Nano 4th generation, which is 3.7 volt, but it's only 250 milliamp. I'm hoping that by hooking up this battery to this unit, I'll be able to get it to work, and if it does work, well then I may invest in a proper battery down the road. But for the time being, I just want to see if it's going to take a charge and work appropriately, upload its software and firmware, whatever needs to be done. I've already taken apart this unit, and a bit too quick on the draw. Basically, I just want to show you a few steps. You just reverse the unit, and you'll see in these corners here, each corner, you will find these rubber tabs here. And basically what you'll want to do is you'll have to take a needle like this, a pin needle, push pin, or a thumbtack, whatever, and stick it into the rubber, like so, you know, just stick it in and take out the rubber, and then of course you remove the 4 screws. And then there's what came with the battery for the iPod Nano is these two tools here. And basically you'll pry open the case very gently with that. Now obviously I've already removed the battery because I'm way ahead of the game, and I lost the first part of the video. I mustn't have pressed record, to be honest with you. And this is the battery that I took out, and it was stuck to the back. And be careful when you're removing this. It's stuck pretty well, so not to damage the circuit board. Be very gentle in removing this. I clipped the wires off, and I'm going to take apart the unit there now and show you the solder job. Okay, now you're looking at the replacement battery. This is the thicker 1100 milliamp battery, as you can see right there, and this is the 250 milliamp one. Hopefully it'll take enough charge to allow the unit to work properly. And here's the 3 wires as they are clipped in and soldered to this strip here. I do have a piece of tape that I'll put over this to make sure that this doesn't make any contact with any metal, but there's no metal in the immediate vicinity. So that being said, we'll close it up now and give it a charge and see what happens from there. Now the next thing we'll need to do, or attempt to do, actually we'll need to do, there's no question about it, is we'll have to take this here wire, save the clip in the wire, and snip it off. This battery is no longer any good. So what I'll probably do is I'll break open the casing, this plastic casing, and get as much of this wire as I can out, so I can attach it somewhere onto here or onto some solder points if I can find them. I'm not exactly sure if the solder points are there. I believe there's 3 here, but I'll have to investigate further to see, because I may have to go on this strip, and that's pretty close quarters. Anyway, that's the next thing needs to be done, and then it would be to re-glue it to the surface of the unit so it doesn't move, and it's going to fit, and plug it in, and then put it into USB and charge it, and then we'll try to do a software and firmware update, and hopefully the thing will work. As it stands now, it wants to do something, but it can't, simply put. So anyway, I'm going to have to solder these wires red, white, and black, and hopefully I'll put them in the right sequence. There's 2 plus wires, which are the red and the black, and the white one is the neutral or the ground, as best I can determine. And that will have to be something that we'll have to figure out before I do any soldering, is to find out which one of these terminals represents which wire, red, white, or black. I believe I mentioned blue before, but it is black. So anyway, that's the next step. Okay, as you can see, I now have the wires clipped from the battery, and now we have to solder these wires onto these terminals right here. I'm going to have a second look at this here and see if I can find easier contacts to go to that battery, and if not, we'll have to solder right onto this tab here. And I know this looks close up, but that is really close quarters. Hopefully I can do it. Stand by. Okay, as you can see, the unit is plugged into USB. It's been put back together. I don't have the screws put back in, just put the case back together. It's plugged back in. The battery obviously came to me with very little charge, so I'm going to leave it plugged into the USB port for several hours. I will monitor it just to make sure that everything is going fine with it. I just want to show you what it's doing now without USB power. Basically what I'll do right now is I'll try to power it up. It didn't do this before, if you notice. I'll let go. See the screen blink? It didn't do that before, it was absolutely dead. So that tells me that the unit is taking, it has a small amount of charge, and now I will continue to give it more of a charge. So anyway, I'll let this go for a few hours, and maybe we'll do an update once I get this working or not working. But anyway, that's basically how you would go about changing a battery in a GPS such as this, and I hope that was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.